Have you ever pondered the enigmatic nature of friendship and its peculiar relationship to solitude? Picture this, a solitary figure, seemingly friendless, yet radiating an aura of contentment and tranquility. To the untrained eye, they might appear lonely, but could there be more to this solitude than meets the eye? In our society, friendship is often seen as an essential aspect of a fulfilled life. Solitude, on the other hand, is typically viewed with a degree of suspicion. It's almost as if being alone is synonymous with being lonely. But are these perceptions accurate? Could solitude, when chosen, be indicative of something more profound? In this exploration, we venture into the realm of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism, with its tenets of self-control, tranquility, and self-sufficiency, provides a unique lens through which to view friendship and solitude. So, shall we dive into the profound depths of Stoic wisdom? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us how to lead a virtuous life. Originating from the Hellenistic period, Stoicism is a philosophical school that instructs us to develop self-control, tranquility, and self-sufficiency. Stoicism is grounded on the belief that virtue is the highest form of goodness and is sufficient for happiness. It champions the idea that we should strive to maintain a will that is in accordance with nature. This means accepting the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. It's about realizing that many things are beyond our control and focusing our energy instead on what we can influence, our thoughts, our beliefs, and our reactions. A key principle of Stoicism is self-control. Stoics believe that by mastering our desires and emotions, we can achieve inner peace. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but rather understanding them, accepting them, and not letting them dictate our actions. Then we have tranquility, another pillar of Stoicism. To achieve tranquility, Stoics practice mindfulness and live in the present moment. They avoid worrying about the past or the future, focusing instead on the here and now. They engage in negative visualization, imagining worst-case scenarios, not to induce fear, but to appreciate what they have and to prepare for adversity. And finally, self-sufficiency. Stoics advocate for self-reliance and independence. They encourage us to be content with what we have and to understand that our value and happiness come from within, not from external factors like wealth, reputation, or even friends. Stoics view the world as a cosmopolis, a universal city where all humans are citizens. They see themselves as small parts of a larger whole, interconnected with the rest of the universe. They understand that their actions, however small, can ripple out and influence the world. Now, how does this philosophy relate to our understanding of friendship? Let's delve deeper into the Stoic perspective in our next segment. Stoics view friendship as a preferred indifferent, but what does this mean? Well, let's dive in. Stoicism, the ancient philosophy born in the bustling heart of Athens, took a rather unique stance on friendship. Stoics, like the renowned Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, saw friendships not as a necessity for happiness, but rather as a preferred indifferent. Now, this term indifferent may seem, indifferent, but in the Stoic lexicon it carries a different connotation. Indifferents are things that are neither good nor bad in themselves. They do not affect our moral virtue, the only thing that Stoics deem genuinely good. Preferred indifferents are those things that are, by nature, neither good nor bad, but are nonetheless chosen because they align with nature and reason. So, where does friendship fit into this? Stoics value friendship. They understand its capacity to enrich our lives, promote virtue, and provide companionship. However, they do not hinge their happiness on it. They maintain a calm emotional detachment, not allowing their tranquility to be disturbed by the fluctuations of relationships. Now, this doesn't mean that Stoics are cold or uncaring. On the contrary, Stoics approach friendships with an intense care and respect. They see friendships as opportunities to practice virtues like kindness, understanding, and patience. But they do so without attaching their inner peace to these relationships. A Stoic might love their friend deeply, but if that friend were to betray them or drift away, the Stoic would remain unperturbed. Their happiness, rooted in virtue and self-mastery, remains intact. They understand that people, like all things in life, are temporary and not entirely within our control. Thus they cherish their friends, but they do not cling. This perspective might seem cold to some, but there's more to it. It's about finding a balance between caring for others and maintaining our inner peace. It's about appreciating the beauty of friendships, yet not being shackled by them. In the end, it's about understanding the true nature of things and finding tranquility within ourselves, regardless of external circumstances. Solitude, in the Stoic view, is not a curse but a blessing. A statement that might seem counterintuitive in our hyper-connected world. Yet, within the framework of Stoic philosophy, solitude is highly valued. But why is that? Firstly, one must understand that Stoics see solitude as a means to practice self-sufficiency. Stoicism teaches that contentment comes from within, not from the external world. So, in solitude, one can cultivate the inner strength and resilience needed to face life's challenges. You see, when we're alone, we're left with no one to rely on but ourselves. It's a moment to face our own thoughts, our own fears, and our own desires. It's a moment of introspection, a moment to grow. But solitude isn't just about self-sufficiency, it's also about tranquility. Stoics believe that tranquility, a state of inner peace and calm, is the ultimate goal of life. And solitude, they argue, can be a powerful tool to achieve this. When we're alone, we're free from the noise, the distractions, and the expectations of the outside world. We can focus on our thoughts, our values, and our actions without being swayed by the opinions of others. We can find stillness, clarity, and peace. Moreover, solitude provides the opportunity for personal growth. Stoics see every moment as an opportunity to become better, wiser, and more virtuous. And solitude, with its lack of external distractions, offers a unique opportunity for self-reflection and self-improvement. It's a time to question our beliefs, to examine our actions, and to strive for virtue. It's a time to learn, to grow, and to become the best version of ourselves. In light of these insights, solitude in Stoicism becomes less about isolation and more about self-discovery, less about loneliness and more about inner peace. It's not about rejecting the world, but about understanding and mastering oneself. It's about realizing that we have everything we need within us, and that we are in ourselves enough. So, can we say that a lack of friends indicates a strong commitment to Stoicism? Well, the answer might not be as simple as it seems. But one thing is clear: solitude, when deliberately chosen, can indeed be a powerful manifestation of Stoic principles. A lack of friends does not necessarily mean loneliness or social failure. This phrase may sound counterintuitive in our hyper-connected world, but let's delve into the Stoic perspective to understand it better. In the realm of Stoicism, a lack of friends could be seen as an indication of a person's commitment to the teachings. Stoics, with their emphasis on self-control, tranquility, and self-sufficiency, may find themselves comfortable in solitude, not needing the constant companionship of friends to feel content. But hold your horses, this doesn't mean they are antisocial or do not value friendships, quite the contrary. Stoics value friendships, cherishing them as one of life's noble pursuits. However, they also understand that human relationships are transient and not within our control. Thus, they do not tie their happiness to the presence of friends. Instead, they find it within themselves. They are not swayed by the ebbs and flows of social circles, but remain steadfast, finding peace in their own company. This is not a sign of social failure, but rather a testament to their strength and resilience. It's about being comfortable with oneself, being self-sufficient. It's about finding tranquility within one's own mind, and not seeking it externally. It's about having the self-control to not be dependent on others for happiness. In essence, Stoics see solitude not as an affliction, but as an opportunity. An opportunity to engage with one's thoughts, to reflect, to grow. It's an opportunity to cultivate virtues and wisdom, to become more resilient, more self-reliant. So, if you ever come across someone who seems to have fewer friends, remember, they might just be practicing a philosophy that dates back to the 3rd century BC. They might just be embracing solitude, finding happiness within themselves, and living the Stoic way. In the end, Stoicism offers a unique perspective on friendship and solitude. A perspective that challenges our modern notions and invites us to look within for contentment and peace. Stoicism is not a prescription for loneliness, but a guide for finding contentment within oneself. As we've unraveled today, this ancient philosophy presents a unique perspective on friendship, solitude, and self-sufficiency. Stoicism teaches us to view friendship as a preferred indifferent, something that is indeed desirable but not essential for a fulfilled life. A lack of friends doesn't necessarily mark social failure. Instead, it could be a reflection of a deep commitment to Stoic principles, a testament to one's pursuit of tranquility and self-control. Choosing solitude, deliberately distancing oneself from the noise and demands of social connections, is not a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it is a demonstration of strength, of being content and complete within oneself without the need for external validation. So as we part ways, remember, it's not about having fewer friends, but about needing fewer friends. That's the Stoic way.